Hey guys, this is Hellhades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So this is going to be some highlights from some of the coaching I do on Twitch. So as part of a free reward for anyone that comes onto my Twitch, basically you can collect channel points and you can redeem those channel points for a free coaching session or readers and stuff. This is going to be a couple of ones I did last night. Come and follow me, Hellhades TV at Twitch, and you can get involved. Enjoy the video, guys. I'll catch you in a bit. So then, we're on to Jesus' accounts. So let's just go through this. So for his redeem a coaching session, he is looking for help to get to gold 4. He's looking to progress in Arbiter missions. So here we are, exactly what he's saying. Don't shame me by looking at my Great Hall. I would never do that, my friend. I would never do that. You know me. If we don't look at a Great Hall, we're not doing it right. BRS, thank you for the 5 subs, man. Thank you for the 5 subs. Give this guy the bell of shame. Come on, chat. Get involved. Anyway, right. How long have you been playing for? Let's have a look. Give him the shame bell. 125 days. It's probably not that bad. Now that I'm in a free-to-play account, I'm 25 days in, and I'm just starting to scratch around the bronze. So it's probably not that bad, actually. Right direction here. I can see you're kind of building up towards the level 10, which is really tough to do. The first level 10 you do is bloody hard to do, and you're going to be needing that next. So that all makes sense. With maybe premature shaming there, guys. So, want to reach gold 4. Let's start there, because that's going to be the next hurdle. Let's see what we're running. Defense. Speed lead. Speed booster. Decreased defense. I guess this is your nuke. Let's see what happens when we actually run it in a fight. So you actually run slightly different team. Okay. A level 40 Seeker in there. It's actually not a bad idea. Sometimes your speed booster does not need to be a 60, and I'm going to show that in my kind of free-to-play arena video as well. So I take it you just do turn meter boost and increase attack. Drop defense. And nuke. That works pretty clean. So my question here is, what's the Seeker purpose? So my instant reaction is, if you've got the speed and you're doing your boost, you either bring another nuke in or you bring in some sort of control. That's where I'd go with this. You could, I mean, Madame isn't doing a particularly different job to what Zardgala does. That's not really the problem. But we could have won this fight. We could have won this fight right from the start instead of all of this kind of messing around. So let's come out of this. What we're going to do is just see what the options are. So I think Gordorab here, obviously you'd get a benefit from him being 6-star just because you'd get a banner with some speed on it. That's the only kind of difference. But otherwise, he's doing his job. So he's giving you a turn meter boost. He's giving you the speed aura. And both of those things do not improve with any further leveling. So the only thing you're going to gain here is a banner with some sort of speed on it, which can be big. Like another 11 speed is actually the difference a lot of the time between you winning a fight or not. So that's definitely something to work towards. But for me, that's not why you're potentially losing. I think you'd be better off, as someone's just said there, with coming in with another AoE champ. So you could for sure bring Apothecary in, Jesus, just to make sure that you definitely go second. But as long as, I guess there's a couple of things. Can you get much faster than this? That's my first thing I'd find out. Can you get faster? If you can your second person still stay in the speed range? Because actually these two, they're not too far away from each other right now. 224, 216. You've got plenty to play with if you upscale this. And then can you bring in somebody else that's going to do one or two things? Either completely nullify the enemies or come in with another nuke. That's the two things I'd be looking for. Sinasha would actually be a very good finisher for you as well. Sinasha could be very good to finish the job. obviously you'd need to level her. Sandlash actually does a ton of damage as well, by the way. AoE, she does a ton of damage if you gear her properly. But the first thing I'd do, if I was you, the first thing I'd do is check this. He cannot be in your quickest gear because he's not in speed sets. So you've got 18 speed here, 16 here, 11, and speed boots. As soon as you put a speed set on, you're going to gain about, what, 9, 10 speed? About 10 speed. So as long as you can find something which rolls 8, you already win with speed gear, which is 1 roll. So what I'd be doing is I'd be looking through all of my gear. Anyone that's not kind of crucial to your plans right now, I'd be looking to make sure they're in the fastest gear for this door grab, so that he's definitely going first. I'd be rolling something like this to like level 8 and just seeing if I'm rolling speed. Yeah, I saw that, Jesus. Saw that. Oh, we got no silver, sorry. But yeah, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be getting my gear primed so that he's in the absolute fastest gear. Once that's done, because his booster is only 15%, you then want to be basically taking his speed, his total speed, times it by about 0.91. So let's say he's at 224 right now, and that's where he ends up. Probably maybe by 0.9 would do, just to give you like a good feel for it. But you'd be wanting your next one to be at like 202 speed. And then once you understand where your next one needs to be, you kind of need everyone then just to follow in a line. So Sargala's actually fine to go second, but you've got other options like Stag could do the same job. So depending on affinity, you can use either. Stag Knight actually brings decreased attack as well, which is kind of cool. So if they do get a hit, they're going to come back at you with a much smaller hit. And then you're saying you'd normally come in with Miscreating Monster. This build's good. I think for now, until other people geared up, Miscreating Monster might be a better option, you know. So I think if you went like this, it does the same thing in effect, but I times by 0.9 if it's a 15%, and I times by 0.8 if it's a 30% boost. That way, it allows any kind of inconsistency which would come from any inconsistency which came from like the turn meter ticks. It would just allow for that. But I think your main thing is, can you get him faster? If you got him faster, you win more speed races, and you're more likely to move yourself up. Because I think you're going to lose too many races right now, like this, and you're not geared well enough to really lose races and keep going. So that's your main issue, really, is you haven't got your fastest gear sitting on your speed champ. And the next step from that would be to get him to 6 stars so that you can get him a banner. In terms of the way everyone else is geared, let's have a quick look. So Sargala, 95 crit rate is fine. Accuracy is actually fine for where you are in the arena. 200% is good. Speed is right. So this gearing is fine. I like this. Mastery's nice. That's cool. So she's absolutely fine. She would just need to stay in line with the speed changes you make here. Your Kale. Your Kale is basically too slow. 167 is slow. So you'd want to be pushing this up about another 30 so that you don't get cut in on. That's your problem right now, is you could get cut in on and then you fall apart, basically. So you'd want this to be pushing up as well. Even if it costs you a bit of damage, you'd want to push this up. Be aware that his A2 has an extra 15% chance to crit. So actually you only need to hit 85 on his crit rate. Yeah, because of this. So you've got a little bit of leeway on crit rate. Yeah, so you've got a little bit of extra crit rate to play with. I would use that crit rate, and you know, unless there's some reason that he's in this gear, it doesn't seem like there is. They've got some okay rolls on them. I would probably change these for speed boots. So I'd be looking at speed boot with crit rate, equipped. I'd be taking one of these pairs of boots for him. He needs to have more crit than Zargala does. He's your nuker. Zargala's your setup. So think about this. It's like speed enables me to go first. Decreased defense sets up my damage. And then my damage needs to have my best gear, basically. So I would change this into speed gear. I would change this into speed gear. Ideally with crit and crit damage. Yeah, so you're kind of replacing the same sort of stats. But you're doing it in speed gear, so you're going to gain like another 10 speed. That makes sense, yeah? And then lastly, Miscreated Monster's not a bad choice here, at least short term. Good speed, 100% crit rate is nice, very good health, good accuracy. Crit damage is the only thing that could pop up a little bit, but really it's a good build. I would be happy with this build. Okay then, Callisto, what have we got here? I'm after a nice Golem team which can 100% do stage 20. And you're looking at Classic Arena and 3v3 Arena. Have a look. Oh nice, Moose, Private Moose has just sent through an image. After last week's regear and a little bit of tinkering, he's now got his best time spiders coming through. So we did Ignatius last week. Cool man, congrats buddy, well done. That's what I like to see. Right then, what we got? What have we got here then? Callisto putting everyone else to shame tonight. Awesome, man. Looks good. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. So, Ice Golem team and Arena, right. Let's just have a quick look at this Ice Golem now. I always find, I don't know why, it clears my mind when I can see what team's actually running. I don't know why. It just helps me kind of get a feel for, right, where are we starting from? What do we need to do? So I guess the problem right now is consistency. So you're probably triggering nukes back at you. I actually find Miscreated Monster's not brilliant here. He kills himself quite often. I feel like this is good. This is good. I'm not a massive fan of Arbiter outside of the arena, personally. I guess she's not bad here. It's not someone I would like aim to put in a team, though. I think I'd probably be steering towards having Sylar in the team. Yeah, Doom Priest is good as well. Doom Priest is good here. She just won't do a lot of damage, but she's actually pretty handy here. Miscreated Monster, so when he puts his ally protection on, if you take a big hit, so if you've got ally protection up and Royal Guard slams, I've seen Miscreated Monsters go down after that. Yeah, I wonder if I'd rather have Doom Priest there instead of Arbiter. So still giving you your increased attack. You don't need any more speed boost as such. She can cleanse. What sort of times are you running? 150. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad as it is. So if you just get a bit more consistency, maybe this works better. I mean, if you really just want to sort of tighten it up, you could even throw Valk in instead of Royal Guard. But obviously, he's going to be doing a chunkier damage. Yeah, I just like the fact that she cleanses off the freezes and that type of stuff. So you kind of keep going. You get yourself back into the fight. Maybe. I would probably run this myself. I would probably try this. Let's just have a quick run through. I know Morsi Mage is good, but he partners very well with Seer. He's okay on his own. Got good damage coming through. Come Royal Guard, finish this off for you. So I don't know how consistently you want it to be versus speed, Callisto. This is very consistent. It's not the fastest. 244 is not bad though, actually. If you want a consistent 100% run, this is probably the team I would run. So if we were looking at Arena then, let's have a quick look. I'm not sure about this. Not sure. This obviously works. This is okay. I'm not sure about Blood Gorged here. The reason why I'm not sure, so let's just run it through. I think this is your defense. So this is what you're running on auto as defense. Drop defense, freeze them, great. All of that part is great. I guess his A2's hitting not bad. 50 odd Ks. His A2 hits harder than I thought it does, actually. Oh, where's he deer? Where's he deer there? Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice deer. That's really well geared, actually. He hits harder than I thought he would. I'm not sure how I would use him over Sylar. I think I would be inclined to get more damage out of an AoE specialist. I guess he can also like one-shot someone like a Torment if you wanted him to. Didn't. Surprised by that. But yeah, I'm not sure. You don't have like a easy replacement. A Shald could do the job. Bloodgore does the same job as Warlord. Yeah, I guess so. I guess he does, actually. Yeah, it's a good point. It's not just the damage. He also does the... you're right. He also does that move that increases their cooldowns, which is actually very cool. Yeah, maybe it's your best option. For 3v3, it starts getting very difficult. Again, like when I'm talking about doing takeovers, I have been avoiding 3v3s at the moment because it's too many champs for most people to deal with at the moment. Most people are not in that place that they can do it. Just take her out. She does tons of damage, actually, man. You've got her built crazy. I can't believe how much damage she's doing. 3v3's hard. It's going to... Yeah, it's definitely something that is going to take time. She is really well geared, mate. Really well geared. That is crazy damage. I would be... Let's have a quick look at her. It's not bad accuracy as well. Actually, she's not even that well geared. How is she hitting that hard? How's she hitting that hard? Has she got crazy multipliers or something? I didn't know about that. I'm going to play around with mine, actually. Shiramani. So where are you at here? You're in the same stage I am, actually. You see, guys, every fight here is hard. Every fight is hard. We're already at that stage now. You're at 470. Okay. Yeah, if I'm honest, you just don't have enough damage dealers for 3v3 right now. That's what you lack. More damage. You've got a lot of utility style tanks, shields, freezes, all that type of stuff. You've got tons of it. You don't really have a lot of like sitting people down. That's what you need. So if you're going to focus on anyone next, it's going to be someone that's going to, even if it's Kale, like Kale sits people down. Sylar will as well. I just feel like that's what you're missing. Because, like, how does this team win? We'll see. We'll see. I don't feel like it wins. So this team, as we just saw, is nice. Look at that, 30 odd K across the board, guys. That is pretty impressive stuff. Your problem so far was speed, right? Okay. Yeah, I can see like this team. What they got to come. Is that a single target? No. Yes, he's hitting quite hard. He's hitting quite hard. So you got a bit of damage in there. You got a bit of damage. But I think this team probably at best wins 50% of the time. Yeah, Misdirected Monsters carry it. Take out the turn meter. That's barely scratching anyone, that one. Kind of need to kill her. See, it's just all a bit... Yeah. That's going to be a loss. And then Michelle's actually working as your boost, your speed here. It's not terrible. Yeah, that seems okay. It's just that middle team, really. Just that middle team. Michelle's geared for white. Wow, okay. Yeah. For the arena side of things, you just kind of... You've got one very strong team, which is doing its job. And then you've kind of got this mishmash team, which is okay. It's well geared, but... For me, it's not really an arena team. It's like an old school arena team. So look, Callista, I don't think there's much else we can do right there, but don't know. Hopefully it was useful.